All right, so here is our end product, our goal. I was playing with some gold uh, iridescent paint, so I've played with that a little bit, but you don't need to. The colors I used were a cobalt blue or an indigo blue and a magenta. So I've got some bleeding happening here, which I was going for. Um, a dark blue and a dark green might work as well, or a verdian green or something like that, that's kind of northern lightish, if you like, whatever. The color choice is up to you. I was going for a night sky appearance, so that's what I aimed with. But this is another sample that I was playing with, same colors, but you can really see the effect of the salt on this one, which is what we're going to do at the very end. So to start with, what you need to do is take your masking fluid and your ugly pen or your ugly brush or whatever you're using, and just put some star shapes or snowflake shapes on your paper, which will remain white. As you know, with watercolor, there's no opaque white. The only way you can have white is to mask your paper so that the color doesn't go there. So that's what we're doing. We're making places where we don't want the paint to go. So I'm just going to do some rough little snowflakey sorts of things, and I'll try and think about where I'm going to put them as I'm doing them, but for the sake of this exercise, you can do whatever snowflake shapes you like. The neat thing about this masking fluid is that once it's dry and your painting is finished, it just rubs off with your finger. I'll show you that later. So put on whatever. I'm going to put some little dotty things too, and maybe even a little couple smaller things. One of the rules of design, which of course we break all the time, but is that you should never have an even number of main items. You should try and have odd numbers to create a little balance. So I've got 3. This isn't very good, so I'm going to have to add 2 more. It's hard to talk and design at the same time, I see. And the other part about masking fluid is you do have to wait for it to completely dry before you add your paint. But I'll show you. Where should we have one more snowflake? Maybe, actually, I think I want a little one here and maybe a little one here. So I'm going to see, I've broken the rule. And oops, let's make that a little different. Okay, so now we have to wait for this to dry, so I'm going to go away for 5 minutes. One more little warning about masking fluid is that it can dry in the tube, and if you do that, you will find you've got rubber cement inside here and sometimes right into your tube. So you want to make sure that this one comes with a little needle that you can put down into the tube and screw on tightly, but you want to make sure, whether you're using this or a jar, that you do close it up as soon as you can and make sure it's sealed.